if we'll be able to stream this or not, I guess we'll find out.
Because I believe he did this with Six String TV as well. We're probably going to see a lot of faces in here that we recognize. I guarantee, like Nocturnal, Finn McKenty, Jared Dines, Steve D, probably tons of people. Like, I probably will know every single person in this video. I don't mean like know them personally, know of their channel. But this could be pretty funny because Bradley's a pretty cheeky dude. I guarantee you right now, though, I'm getting roasted for looking like Haley Joel Osment. I see that happening. It's the most overused joke / roast anything. He's gonna be like, oh, he looks like the Sixth Sense kid. Yeah, I've heard it before. If he doesn't, though, points for creativity. But let's go. Let's check this out.
There's no time like Christmas. Feasting, presents, and to join me in this positively jovial endeavor is my good friend, Mr. Six String TV.
This thing on? Hi, my name's Kalen. I run the YouTube channel Six String TV. If you've seen me before, then odds are that.
Okay, by the way, really quick, I've watched Kalen's content a bunch before, and his accent has struck me as kind of odd, because I know where he's from, and his accent doesn't match that at all. Can any of you guess where you think he is from by his accent?
This thing on? Hi, my name's Kalen. I run the YouTube channel Six String TV. If you've seen me before, then...
We've got Scottish, we've got New Zealand, we've got Canada, we've got South Africa, we've got Italy, Liverpool, holy shit, Scandinavia. My dude is German, and he lives in Saarbrücken. Every time I've ever heard him talk, I'm like, I would never peg his accent for German. Cthulhu said so basically French. Oui, oui. Oh. Sorry, French people. Je ne parle pas français. Tabarnak. Actually, that's French Canadian, so people probably won't even know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyways, let's continue.
So let me get this straight. This is a guitar channel aimed at metal guitarists, but most of the videos are about kids' TV shows, but these videos aren't actually aimed at kids. But all of the most popular videos on this channel aren't even about any of these things. Oh, I was confused. Well, now that Omegle shut down, I don't know what this guy's gonna do now that he can't anonymously serenade underage girls. Honestly, these days, it's less of a YouTube channel and more of just a fucking flex of how many famous musicians Rick has in his phone contact book. Sorry, more like Filofax considering his age.
I do catch myself in terms of like what he said there too. Is like, I'm very self-aware and I try not to name drop as much as possible, but sometimes in the context of conversation that works where I do, but I definitely don't want to be that. Just name drops all the time, but the list of famous people that Rick Beato knows is quite insane. I am that guy.
The go-to YouTube channel for all mild-mannered blues accountants with more disposable income than sense.
The go-to channel for all mild-mannered blues dentists with more disposable income than sense.
The go-to YouTube channel for all mild-mannered blues insurance salesmen with more disposable income. You get the idea.
Multi-talent, if ever I've seen one. YouTuber, musician, comedian. Wish I could say the same about your graphic design skills, though. Jesus fuck. These thumbnails look like they belong on a channel with 300 subscribers, not 3 fucking million.
Hold on, though. Kalen's roasting Jared Designs for his graphic design skills while using a green screen that looks like it was suited for 2004. Step it up, Kalen. Oh my god.
No doubt the most legendary shred guitar teacher on YouTube, but I
roast his tabs.
Refuse to believe that somebody who regularly records music and edits video doesn't know how to use fucking digital tabs. This has to be like the most elaborate
dude, that has always blown my mind every time I see Ben's videos where he's got handwritten tabs for everything.
Now, Nick may be young, but I don't think he's quite young enough to be using phrases like baddiecore unironically without coming across as a severe case of how do you do, fellow kids.
Baddiecore. It's all about being a little baddie. I don't know, I think he could have gone a different route on that one. I mean, the term baddiecore came up with by Craig Reynolds, who's definitely older than Nick.
I don't think anybody will argue that Finn is undoubtedly the premier Wikipedia reciter on all of YouTube.
so many times when people are
Shit.
always talking about like how much research he does for like his punk rock NBA videos and stuff. He's in self-deprecating humor told people, he goes, all I really do is recite Wikipedia pages. So I love that they brought that joke up.
This channel is pretty much like a heroin come down in video form. There's absolutely nothing weird at all about making recurring penis and sex jokes on a channel where the average viewer's age is barely in double digits. The Amy Schumer of guitar comedy videos.
These two look like the token hipster metal couple that you see at every local gig. You just know they spend their spare time watching A24 horror films and plotting their next tattoo designs on a MacBook Pro at the local artisan coffee house.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if I would rank Dean and Claire as like local hipster couple, but I love the joke. It's pretty good.
Dude, what's with that fucking horrendous After Effects intro at the start of every video? Are we still in 2015? Is that what this is? Like, remaking it every 2 years does not help your case.
The funny thing is, in 2015, I believe Kaylin was like 12 years old. Kaylin is I'm roasting Kaylin here because Kaylin is like I think like the youngest person in our like group, like music YouTubers to talk and stuff. Like, it's kind of baby. I was in high school when this dude was born. It makes me feel old, if any.
Basically, if Barken Festival became sentient and started its own YouTube channel, it would probably look something like this.
That one is so good. That is the best one so far, dude.
Oh, it's so heartwarming to see the kid from The Sixth Sense doing so well. I'm so happy for him. I've got to say though, I'm a bit surprised that he lost to Jared Dines in the Nick Nocturnal Awards, because I thought that he'd be the only person who could see Jared's channel, seeing as he has the gift to see dead.
That was more of a roast of Jared than me. He was double dipping on Jared there more than he was double dipping on me. But come on, Sixth Sense kid. If I had to really guess a number, if I had to legitimately guess a number and not over exaggerate, from all the YouTube comments I've gotten over the past like 3.5 years of YouTube, he's got to be in the like 10,000s of numbers of people that have said that to me. That one, when I see that in comments, I'm not even phased anymore because I've seen it so much. You know what though? Now that we're talking about it, I guess I kind of see it. Me being me, I don't really see it, but it's the same way when you like see somebody else and you're like, oh, that person looks like that person, even if they don't believe it. I mean, that's probably the situation I'm in right now. Third row, all the way left. You mean this? Come on, you. It's the eyes and the smile. I guess I can see it. Yeah, I guess I see it. The only difference is, the guy has so much more fucking money than I do. Back to the video.
I've never seen somebody so proficient at their instrument and music theory, only to toss all of that aside and instead fill their guitars with beans. Also, you're English.
Gotta hand it to you, man. After your career in the adult industry didn't turn out, you were done for. But hey, great job.
He does look like Mia Khalifa.
See yourself sufficiently roasted. Merry Christmas.
That was pretty good. There were some that were way better than others, but there were some that were really good. I think the roast on JJ's One Girl Band was probably the best. For me. Maybe it's because it included vodka and it was just funny to think about, but I think that was pretty. The Mia Khalifa one was pretty funny, roasting Caitlyn, for sure. But I did enjoy Bradley and Kaylin's video a ton. I like lighthearted humor like that. It's super fun. I actually tried to leave a comment here. I was trying to do like the Jared Dines thing all over again, where I was like, yo, fuck you guys. And YouTube wouldn't let me post it. Apparently saying fuck you to somebody on YouTube can get your comment. I'm pretty sure I've seen people say that to me. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Guys, this will be one of the last videos
Jesus
of 2020.
Christ. Gotta mute these things. moto content's kind of hard to listen to. Definitely say that much. Oh, get some more tech stuff.
Would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million?
This isn't on the list. Showed up in my P.O. box, and I feel like if I had to experience it, we're gonna power through a Christmas list. And I know it's late. I know it's like mid-December, but here's the deal: go shopping for yourself. If it shows up after Christmas, that's okay. It doesn't have to show up on the day. Get yourself something nice just because you like yourself. This is gonna be a list of things that I either bought this year and I loved, I bought before this year and still love, or I've purchased multiple times because it's become that in my life. If you get through this list and nothing to pursue, then it's not because of you, and it's not because of the product. It's because I didn't do a good job of selling it. There's something on this list for everyone. I guarantee it. Hey, did you miss my last video on TubeBuddy? Because if you did, I want you to know you can still get 30% off this thing. It's a really powerful tool that a lot of content creators use to maximize their reach and earn more money. Like if you've ever wondered, how do big YouTubers know how to use things like video optimization and analytics? It's probably TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy looks through your analytics for you and then spoon feeds you suggestions like, hey, make a short from this section of this video. It will probably do well. And that's just one example of the many things that it
You
does.
what?
So TubeBuddy, thank you for sponsoring this video. And guys, make sure you use code SENPAI30 at checkout to get 30% off. Just start optimizing these videos.
30% off, that means it costs money.
Link in the description down below. Let's start this off with the beginning of how every tech journey begins. The unboxing device. Come on, focus, focus, focus. The big one for parents, but also I've had it long before I had my daughter. It's a plastic box cutter. Does nothing, destroys boxes. And it's like, what, $8 or something? I don't remember. Links to everything down below, by the way. Next one. Metal MacBook desk mount. Fits the M1, M2, M3 MacBook Pros perfectly. It's beautiful. Keeps my desk clean, and it looks awesome. I'm a huge fan. I can't go back. Can't go back to having my laptop on my desk. The fun fact about that one is also linked down below, but that's not an affiliate link because it's an Etsy link. So some of these are affiliate links, some of them are not. That's okay. I don't need to make a bunch of money. I just want you to get some cool stuff. Number 3, Elgato prompter. If you'd told me a year ago that a teleprompter would be on my list, I'd think you're crazy, but I use this thing every time I shoot something, every time I have a Zoom call, multiple times a week. Probably my favorite new device I've gotten this year. And this one's definitely not coming before Christmas because it's on back order. So if you want it, now's probably the time to place that order. Can you tell I'm sick, by the way? I've been fighting this cold for like 2 weeks and it's killing me. Sorry. I always cough at a time where it sounds like I'm doing it for attention. I'm not. Number 4? We're dropping the numbers. It doesn't matter. Musicians, buy a gigantic pack, a 72 pack of picks. These Dunlop Ultec picks are phenomenal. I refuse to use anything else. And I bought
100 packs.
4 72 packs of these things by accident. I meant to buy 1. I bought 4. I bought them about 9 years ago. And in the last 9 years, I've never had to search for a guitar pick. Biggest quality
bag
of
of 'em
life
sitting up
upgrade
there.
I've ever had. If you play guitar, you know. You know. I think I'm down to about 40. I started with, what, 288? Yeah, probably about 40 left. Where do they all go? They're somewhere. They're somewhere in the world. There are 230, 240 picks somewhere out there. Speaking of guitar stuff, can I recommend a guitar strap company? This was a bad idea. Rev straps on Etsy. Check these. You know, I should have just grabbed the straps. What am I doing? Super high quality guitar straps with some really cool nerdy designs. This one is Game of Thrones. I've got an Evolution one that I'm a big fan of. I think I've got like 5 of them. And I think they're local. A bunch of Utahns over here making nerdy guitar straps. Camera shoulder bag. I used to carry a backpack with me everywhere I went, but I didn't need everything in the backpack. I only needed like 2 or 3 things. Oh, Lifesaver. This is the Peter McKinnon one. It's great. There are probably some other great ones out there, but I'm gonna link to this one. Also, upgrade the thing with one of these little guys. It's called the Peak Design Capture. Watch this. Ready? That's going nowhere. Hands free all day. Seriously, I think I've bought like 4 of these things. Usually I have one of these on my belt so I can just throw my camera on my belt like this. But I also have one of these drilled. I drilled holes into every one of my bags. Destroy the resale value of those bags, but that's okay. And I mount one of these guys directly onto it with a little, can you see it? Hold on. With another Pro Pad on there just for extra stability. Here's one you probably haven't thought of. Give someone the gift of learning a new language. Give them credit on a website called italki. Italki is where I found all my Japanese teachers, and I've legitimately found lifelong friends on there. One of them I actually met up with last time I went to Japan, and my very first teacher still teaches me. It's been like 5 years. Probably really disappointed in my Japanese. I should be better after 5 years. I'm sorry, Lily. But yeah, give someone the gift of tongues. The gift of tongues. This one's my latest obsession. Little gallium nitride chargers. GAN chargers. I've spent an embarrassing amount of time looking at Anchor chargers. These things are sick. This thing, hold on, I gotta find it. This is a 100-watt charger. This is a 100-watt charger. This one charges one thing. This one charges 3 things. I bought one of these for my family because there's like an area on the table that everyone charges their stuff, and it's like crowded with chargers and cables. One charger now. Here's a good one. The DeWalt electric screwdriver. Watch this. You hold this button right here. It spins whichever way you rotate. It's less than $100. Of all of my tools that I've bought in the last couple of years, this is the one I go to the most. I'd be lost if I lost that thing. Next one. Have you guys seen the Ninja Creamy? Do you know what I'm talking about? The ice cream maker made by that blender company, Ninja. Do you understand how much homemade ice cream I've eaten in the past 6 months? And like, regret-free. It's all just protein ice cream. I literally make my favorite ice cream flavor from vanilla protein shake, extra vanilla protein, and then matcha powder. It's just a straight protein shake, but in ice cream form, and it tastes like ice cream. Oh, and then I throw a bunch of mochi in there, so it's got the sugar. I should probably not do that. I kind of want some right now. Give me 1 minute. This is like 30 grams of protein and a little bit of mochi. Speaking of matcha flavored stuff, how about the most matcha flavored thing ever? Matcha. I'm sorry. You can get a matcha making kit on Amazon for super cheap, and I'm obsessed. It's like become a daily ritual for me. Highly recommend it for anyone looking for a new self-cleansing ritual in their life. This guy is something I can't give up on. This is the Mantis Pod. It is this tiny little tripod that's also a perfect vlogging arm that also has a little hook, so you can hook it onto stuff if you want to point it straight down, or you need to hook it to a fence, or hook it to anything, really. This is my favorite little vlogging tripod. It's fantastic. Next one, huge announcement. I should have said this in the beginning. We're launching our merch today. Merch is launched today. The new website is up. New merch, Senpai Series 1, out today. We had Senpai Series 0 like 3 years ago. Finally have Series 1 out, or at least the first half. That includes these 2 beanies, which say genius and idiot. They fit anyone. These 2 beanies basically tire the entire human population. We've got the Notice Me Senpai t-shirts and hoodies, as well as the Senpai windbreakers. And we're only launching the first half today. We got more designs coming later this month, early January. And I thought I'd do something kind of fun and new. I just turned on memberships on this channel, $5 a month membership on the Senpai Gaming channel. If you subscribe to that channel, you get $5 off as many items of merch as you want. So if you plan on buying a hat and a hoodie, buy a $5 membership and you get $10 off your merch. Because why not? As soon as you hit the join button, it should give you the $5 discount code, and we plan on launching a lot of merch. So give that a shot. That might be an awful idea for me and a great idea for you. We will find out within the next 5 months. I have no idea. The Insta360 X3. This is the coolest little camera ever. You can get the craziest shots with it, and because it shoots in 360 degrees, well, you always get the shot. You never miss it. Definitely one of my favorite little fun, creative devices that kind of spices up your content. This stuff's gonna melt. Okay, this one's a special one. This is from a company called Edo Glass. These are custom-made sake, or really for anything, glasses, but they're super nice. Kenzie got this one for me for our anniversary, but because I'm not a drinker, it hasn't been used yet. There will be a nice occasion where it gets used. For those of you with a little bit higher budget and want a nice camera, maybe want to know exactly what I shoot my videos on, it's the S5 II. Well, this is the S5 IIX. That's the S5 II. As well as a 24mm lens. This is the 18, it's what I use for my vlogging camera, but the 24mm f1.8 is what you're looking at right here. So I'll have those both linked down below. And while we're holding this thing, this little strap right here, the Peak Design Micro Clutch, it's a little 2 to 3 finger strap here. And look at this. Oh, you're walking around carrying this thing all day, don't carry it anymore. Let it hang off your fingers. That sounds dumb and weird and unnecessary until you've used it and carried around a camera all day and you just feel like letting it hang instead of having to hold it. Game changer. Getting to the end here. Still with me? Check this thing out. Fake bamboo plant. This is at IKEA. I move this thing around the studio. Any shot that you see it in around the studio I only have one, and I just move it wherever it needs some color and some life. It's been in so many different shots. I should get like 4 more of these. It's IKEA. It's great. Haven't watered that thing once because it's plastic. Last one. These little lights you see behind me all over the place. I mean, first of all, there are a bajillion little lights you can use, but these are the B7Cs from Aperture. These are light bulbs with batteries in them. They're fully RGB. They're super cool looking and they're super bright. Probably some of the coolest practical lights I've seen. I love having them exposed and like hanging them up there. But I'm gonna put it back. It's burning my retinas. But that's it. Do you have any gift suggestions? Leave them in the comments down below. If you don't have any, just leave an emoji for engagement. Your favorite emoji. Maybe the most recent emoji. I don't care. Thank you for leaving that.
Gee. That made that fast. Make it even faster. Boink. There goes one. Put that out there. Boing. Are you kidding me? Don't need that. That don't matter. Jesus Christ.
With Fourth Wall, you can create a shop that makes buying products a fun and interactive experience for your supporters.
You hate the YouTube algorithm, don't you? You think it's preventing you from getting views every single day. But you'd be foolish to think that. And I'm going to tell you why in just 5 minutes. A lot of you believe the almighty algorithm is there to keep big channels on top and to keep you in your tiny, insignificant place. And if you do fail and you give up on your dream, so what? It's no skin off YouTube's back. You were such a small channel anyway, you weren't making any money for them. Yeah, we'll get back to that myth in a second. I'm Rob, by the way. Hello, vidIQ Nation. Pleased to meet you. I've helped thousands of creators turn their passions into thriving YouTube channels. And I also hate Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'll just let that one float in the air for a second. The truth is, there isn't one YouTube algorithm that rules them all. There are literally thousands of them, all interacting with each other. And internally, YouTube doesn't even talk of algorithms. They describe them as search and discovery systems. And the goal of these systems is incredibly simple: to surface the right video to the right viewer at the right time. That is why the same viewer on YouTube, on their mobile phone, in the morning, will get completely different recommendations on YouTube when they're watching on TV an hour before they go to bed. But all of this raises a question. How did the YouTube algorithm, YouTube search and discovery systems, get here? Time for a quick history lesson. At first, things were very simple. It was all based off of raw view count and keywords. And some people still think it works like this. And they would be wrong, because it's too easy to game the system with tactics such as keyword stuffing. So YouTube decided that a better metric to use would be watch time. When people watch videos for longer and more videos in a single session, these are all good viewer signals. This meant that there was less reliance on the video itself and more weight attached to how the viewer engaged with the video. Now this is important, so pay attention. Viewer signals do not include things like comments, likes, and shares, because they're too easy to manipulate. It's all how someone might think an algorithm can be hacked. But that's not how it works, because YouTube's, let me get this right, search and discovery systems are designed for humans and not robots. So the like button's down there somewhere, folks. Don't bother smashing it. I don't care. You're gonna smash it anyway, aren't you? Anyway, back to watch time. There was a problem with that. Creators just made longer videos with lots of fluff and not much quality. And that led to a really frustrating viewer experience. And it also marginalized certain creators. It was a great platform for vloggers and gaming streamers, but not so much for animation channels that take 3 months to create 90 seconds of content. And so YouTube's systems evolved once again into this. Whatever this is. Apparently it's machine learning. What this allowed YouTube to do was to personalize absolutely everything for absolutely everyone on the platform. Which brings us back to the simplicity of a system. The right video to the right person at the right time. From this point on, no YouTube homepage, suggested video column, or even search page is the same from one viewer to the next. And what this led to was a shift in video emphasis. And you might be familiar with this term, quality over quantity. If creators want to learn something and get good at it fast, they should go for quantity. Repeat the process, do the reps, develop a YouTube muscle memory. But if a creator wants to build an audience, they should go for quality. Deliver something of value that educates, entertains, and inspires. And in certain times in your YouTube journey, you're likely to adopt both approaches. But we're not quite there yet. Machine learning worked wonders for watch time, but it could send viewers down rabbit holes like sensationalist content and conspiracy theories that would engage the viewer for hours on end, but leave them feeling miserable, not return to the YouTube platform for weeks. And so for the final piece of the puzzle, YouTube implemented viewer satisfaction. YouTube now measures your satisfaction through things like surveys asking you for a rating and how you felt at the end of the content. And when someone taps one of these buttons, they're massive negative signals about the video for that particular viewer. Oh, and sorry about the mess. I'm building some Lego here. In today's YouTube world, there will always be enough choice for the viewer. It's now a question of how that viewer feels from the video choices they make. This all sounds very complicated, right? And it's supposed to be. Because the thing it serves, us, are complicated things. And it's unlikely today that YouTube themselves can clearly explain how these search and discovery systems work. Because in truth, it learns and changes every single day. And YouTube themselves are constantly tweaking and experimenting. They conduct around about 300 experiments every year. So when YouTube reports some weird YouTube glitch on Reddit, yeah, YouTube probably actually did that on purpose. So armed with all of this new information about the YouTube algorithm, I've started so finish, what can you do? Well, first up, not trying to hack the YouTube algorithm is a good start. It'll lead to endless frustration. And even when you do win and find an exploit, YouTube's going to fix it very, very quickly. And you'll be left arguing with robots rather than serving your audience. And if, after you've tried all of these exploits and none of them have worked, you complain to me about the algorithm being against you, well, I'm afraid you're just a noob in my book. So instead of all of that technical nonsense, learn about humans. What do the specific humans you want to talk to value? And how can you share those values through storytelling? What are their goals, desires, and beliefs? And how can you trigger all of that to create an emotional connection within the viewer? That's how you build an audience and grow on YouTube. We all know that YouTube's hard, right? The struggle is real. But that's not going to stop you, is it? Because you are creatively relentless.
Brain HQ is a brain training program with online exercises that target core cognitive skills, like attention, processing speed, and memory. One of the things that makes Brain HQ different, really pretty unique in the world of brain training, is that it actually works. Many brain games and programs claim to be scientifically based, but that bar isn't high enough. Brain HQ has serious brain training exercises designed and built by a team of experts in neuroplasticity.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If it feels like
Yellow?
Yo,
What's going on?
so I just drove to drop off the Sherco, and it didn't start. No spark.
No spark?
No spark.
What the?
So I need to come see you real quick. See if we can diagnose that.
Considering you wrote it, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't have drove it all the way to fucking Spring Hill Drive if I knew.
Yeah.
I should have started at the house first, but I had faith.
Oh, damn.
This is the same, transaction that the guy hits me up about every single issue that bike had.
Right.
Yes. So I'll probably see you in like 20 minutes.
Okie dokie.
Alright, I'll see you then.
See ya. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. We can't make plans around here, that's for sure. We try and do stuff and they get changed. So I guess we'll jump off of here and shoot for this again later. Y'all have a great day. See ya.